cups of broccoli, and then there's like 16 grams, I think, of protein in it. That's a nice, complete meal replacement shake when you cannot sit down and have a meal. A lot of times we're taking in these protein bars and things like that, and there's a lot of sweeteners in it and stuff. There's not a lot of fiber that's actually in it. And your body, you know, I hate to say it, but some of the protein bars are kind of like taking a Cipher bar and just chugging it down. So a lot of times we're looking at it and we're thinking, oh, this should be beneficial, and it's in the weight loss section of Walmart, and this should be good, right? But it's just like eating a candy bar. So I want you to understand that these supplements that are out there, if you understand what you need to look for in them, then they can be beneficial for you. And again, there's 7 grams of fiber in this shake. Tunis, does that look pretty good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's actually not a lot of sugar in the shake, but again, that key thing on understanding how to work with the foods and what you're taking into your bodies, that fiber needs to be attached to that. So carbohydrates are not. Learning how to eat is the key, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So now portion control. I gave you a handout. Portion control is very important. Like again, we tend to do too much of one thing and not enough of the other. I think you remember, I'm not going to tell my age, but years ago, remember you guys stopped eating a whole lot of rice, let's start doing pasta, right? And then it came out, stop doing all the pasta, let's go on to Atkins. Let's eat 2 slices of bacon and just eggs and just lose a, we go through all of that. Portion control and balance is very, very key. And so when you look at how we're eating and you go out to a fast food restaurant and everything, the key thing is to make sure that your portion controls are balanced on your plate. They bring out something at Olive Garden, there's a whole bunch of pasta sitting in the plate, and you know that's beyond the portion control of what you should be doing. Ask them to chop it in half before you even start eating, and put half of it in the box, and then start eating your half. We overdo it. We overdo it in so many different things. I was just talking to a group of ladies at a corporate wellness program I do. We're talking about wine. Now, what's the proper way to drink wine? How much should be in the glass?
4 ounces.
4 ounces. 7. When you're pouring it. But a wine glass, maybe about that high, right? You're really supposed to only have about 4 to 6 ounces actually in there. But when we're at home, that's not the way we drink wine. No. So normally when Tunis or Trey will say, okay, you're allowed 1 glass of wine a week or something like that. When you look at the size of your wine glass and what you're pouring, you're really having 2. And then if you say, well, Tunis, I had 2 glasses, you really had 4 because you're pouring it in 7 ounces over there. But again, it is about portion control. There is an app called MyFitnessPal. I get no reimbursement for saying this, but it is an awesome tool to help you learn how to control your portions. A lot of times I can ask my clients how much they're eating of something, and once I look at their food journal, it is usually 500 to 600 calories off. We are underestimating what we're eating all the time. So I need you to be very, very mindful of portion control. Interval eating. I talked about mid-morning snacks and things like that. This is something I shared last year, and I think it kind of hits home to get people to understand why they need to do balanced meals throughout the day. If you had a quarter tank of gas in your car tonight, tomorrow morning you're going to get up and you're going to take a trip from North Carolina to New York, 600, 700 miles away. How far are you going to get on a quarter tank of gas? Not far. Greensboro. And shut down, right?
Who knows?
But thank God our bodies are not like our vehicles. But we do this to our bodies all the time. We wake up in the morning after we ate 10 o'clock at night, right? Maybe 9 o'clock. Trey may say don't eat too late, right? But you wake up, you have 9, or let's say 10 o'clock. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What time do you get up in the morning? 5, 7, 8 hours. 8 hours. You wake up breaking a fast, breakfast, and your tummy you've been sleeping and you've been digesting your food and all that, and you get up and little Johnny has to go and you have to get him together and you make him food, right? We feed the kids. We even make hubby breakfast. And then you go. And you stop off at Starbucks and you grab something and You're hearing it and you're rushing and you're like, I don't eat until 8:30. I mean, really? It's amazing. You would not do this with your car because you know it's going to shut down. Thank God He made our bodies that they will compensate for itself. But what happens if you keep going and going and going and not feeding yourself, your body slows down. And a lot of times, this will tell you what's the number one thing people say. My metabolism is slowing down because of my age. But sometimes we actually slow our metabolism down. The roller coaster diet's not getting enough protein in, we're not feeding our muscle. So muscle starts to break down again, slowing down our metabolism. And then we do things like skipping the meals. Again, your body's so smart, it starts talking, hey guys, we need to slow down. Because MJ doesn't feed us in the morning, she's going to wait till she gets by the snack machine. And she's going to have a banana nut, bread, cake, or whatever out of the machine. And she's going to eat a salad. We need to slow down the way we burn calories because she's not feeding us enough. So I just need you to understand, don't try to outsmart your body. Learn how to work with it. Okay? So interval eating is a very, very key thing. Again, that fiber on top is going to be important as far as not taking in a simple sugar at 10 o'clock. Make sure that there's a fiber with that, protein source with that, to help you kind of steady out your insulin levels so you don't just go like this all day long. Does that all make sense?
Good.
Trey is going to come up here and talk. I wasn't going to say that. I was trying to be fast this time because the last time I don't know, we talked about a whole bunch of different things. Trey's going to come up here and talk to you a little bit more as reference to personal training. One of the key things I want you to understand, especially because there's a lot of women in here. Ladies, when you come to Trey to work out, and Trey gives you heavy weight to lift, don't say, I don't want to get bulky. We're not designed to do that. Trust me, I lift pretty heavy.
She lives very heavy.
You need to learn how to stimulate this muscle. You can't shape fat. Muscle has shape and fat doesn't. So really understand, this man is certified, he's here to teach you. Lift some heavy, move some weight with him. Tell him you get the curves, you get the shape, everything will be lifted and tight and toned like you want, and stop with the 5-pound weights. But again, the eating is key. You can't not eat anything and lift a lot of heavy weight. You need to feed that muscle. Don't be afraid to eat. Learn how to eat. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.